All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on 112, word problems, multi-step. This means that we have problems that take more than one step. Multi. Here's our first problem. No, you don't have to write it down. You can thank me later. But you should have your red notebook. If you don't have it, go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and pause. So our very first step is to read. The second part is the answer statement. Then you draw and you write. So I always like to come up with the answer statement first, after I read it. So here we go. The flower shop sold 14,594 pink roses. They sold 7,857 more red roses than pink roses. How many pink and red roses did the city flower shop sell altogether? So at first it looks pretty easy. Oh, let's add those two. But it's not that simple. So first off, let's write our answer statement. You need to put this in your red notebook, sold, thank you, Bailey. They sold blank roses all together. So you know that all together means to add. If you need time, go ahead and pause this while you write it. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put down our pink roses. And we're going to do it this way. PR means pink roses. We're going to draw a model. This is also a tape model. 14,594. That's pink roses. They sold 7,857 more red than pink. What that means is I can't just write this number down. They didn't sell this many red roses. They sold this many more red than pink. So that means what we have to do is we have to keep what we know, which is our pink roses. You'll notice my box is the same size because it's the same amount. And then we have to add on the red roses because it's more than pink. So we're going to add on 7,857. So now we know we had more red, and you can see that with our picture, plus our pink. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to add up all three of these in order to determine how many roses total. So I'm going to write that over here. If you're following behind me, you need to go ahead and pause. My dog is attacking my eldest son, and my youngest is laughing. Funny. I have lined everything up. 14,594, 14,594, and 7,857. We're going to add these together. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 7 more is 15. You know you can't put it there because it's 15 ones. So that means I have 10 extra ones, which become a 10. Go ahead and pause while you continue this. If you need my help, then stay with me. If you need my help, I'm going to go through this. If you don't, you can kind of zip forward a little bit. 9 tens plus 9 tens is 18 tens, plus 5 more is 23, plus 1 more is 24 tens. See how that looks like 24? 24, I said 20. If you have 20 tens, that 20 must be bundled and taken over to the hundreds. 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 8 is 18, plus 2 more is 20 again. So again, 20 tens. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 7 more thousands is 15, plus 2 is 17. Again, look at it, looks like 17. 17 tens, 17 thousands. I had 10 extra thousands. 10 thousands is the same as a 10,000. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. You should have had the answer of 37,045. If you didn't, go back and see what you did wrong. All right, get ready for the next one. Get space on your board. Here's word problem number 2. We're not only going to solve this word problem, we're also going to see if it's reasonable. Reasonable means estimate. Anytime we ask ourselves, is something reasonable, does it make sense? So is it reasonable? We use estimation. We have to solve it first in order to make sure it's reasonable. So here's our question. We read first. On Saturday, 32,736 more bus tickets were sold than on Sunday. On Sunday, only 17,295 tickets were sold. How many people bought bus tickets on the weekend? So my question is, how many people bought tickets? So I'm going to write blank people bought tickets on the weekend. Please pause while you write that. All right, here we go. So on Saturday, there are this many more bus tickets than Sunday. So that tells me that we have to actually do Sunday first because Saturday has more than Sunday. So on Sunday, only 17,295 tickets were sold. Please make sure you're working with me. I will be checking your notebook. So that's Sunday. Now I can do Saturday because Saturday is more than Sunday. So since it's more than Sunday, I have to keep what I know, which is Sunday's number. And I know that Saturday is more than Sunday, and it's this much more. So I make a big old box, and I write my number in, just like that. And since I want to know how many tickets were bought on the whole weekend, I'm going to add all of them up. Remember to line them up carefully. I'm going to line them up for you, and then I'm going to let you guys do your own adding. I added this one, and this one, and this one. All three are over here. See how they're lined up? Go ahead and pause while you solve that. You should have gotten 67,326. If you didn't, you need to pause and go back and see what you did wrong. I put all of my carryovers here, so they represented 16, 22, 13, and 17. Now, we're going to ask ourselves, is it reasonable? And here's how we do that. We actually round the numbers that we got. I'm going to put it on this side, and I'm going to round them. So, we have to say about for each of these. So we spent so much time with rounding. I'm going to round to the nearest thousand. So I'm going to put my dot under my thousands and draw a line to the left. So my option is I have 32 thousands or 33 thousands. It's just one more. And I know my midpoint is 32,500. So this is higher than that. Therefore, it's about 33,000. We're going to do the same thing here. Round to the nearest thousand. Dot under your thousand to the left. So my options are 17,000 or 18,000. My midpoint being 17,500. I hope you're getting the answers before I am. This is less. Therefore, it is 17,000. Look how I'm lining them up. And of course, this is the same number, so it's going to be the same answer. You're going to go ahead and add those. I'm adding all my zeros. 7 plus 7 is 14. Plus 3 more is 17. Carry that 1. 3, 4, 5, 67,000. Well, I don't know about you, but those look awful close to me. So I would say it is reasonable. By rounding, I can see that my answer is reasonable. Get ready for the next one. This is our last word problem. This one is much larger than the other ones as far as difficulty, so please pay close attention. We're doing the RADW process. Read first. Big Bill's store sold 118,214 pairs of boots, 37,092 more pairs of sandals than boots, and 124,417 more pairs of sneakers than pairs of boots. How many pairs of footwear were sold? It's a lot of work there, and some of you are going to go, yep, add, done. Nope, sorry, we're not in 3rd grade anymore. We're in 4th. 4th, there are more steps. So our answer statement, how many pairs of footwear were sold? Go ahead and pause and write your own answer statement. See how close you are to mine. Hopefully you had something close to that. Blank pairs of footwear were sold. So I'm going to start off with what I know. I know that 118,000 pairs of boots were sold. Whoops, 118214. I'm going to put my box around it. So my boots are done. I know it's 37,092 more pairs of sandals than boots. So I have SA for sandals, because I see sneakers is here. And it's more than boots. So I have to keep boots, 118,214. And then I need to add on what was more pairs. So it's 37,092. Done. See, I didn't just add that. I had to add it on to boots. And then 124,417 more pairs of sneakers than pairs of boots. So I know they're sneakers, and it's more than boots. So I keep boots again. That's why this one's even more complicated. And then I have this much more than boots. Holy cats, that's a big one. 124,417. My job, since I want to know total footwear, is to do what? Yes, it's add them up. Now here's my suggestion. I say add these two first, add these two, and then you can add those three together. So go ahead and pause while you add up 118,214 plus 37,092. That's going to give you the answer for this one. Pause while you do it. You should have gotten 155,306. That's how many sandals were sold. Now you have to figure out sneakers. And I'm just going to move that over here. I always put the bigger number on top, regardless of adding or subtracting. So I just took the more plus the original boots, and I wrote them over here. Go ahead and pause while you add that up. I got 242,631. But I'm not done yet. This is sneakers, this is sandals, and that's boots. So I'm going to get myself a new piece of paper, and I'm going to add all of those up. So here we go. My biggest number first. 242,631. Check. 155,306. Check. 118,214. Check. Now I'm going to add all of those. If this is where you're struggling, then you need to seek help. Go ahead and pause while you add those up. You should have gotten 516,151. That is, my friends, what the total pair of footwear sold was. That's what goes in your answer statement. Now we're going to check the reasonableness of our answer. Does it make sense? Are we close? So we just take the paper we worked on and we do this. Because we're dealing with 100,000s, I'm going to make it easy on you. We're going to round to the nearest 100,000. Dot line, dot line, dot line. 200,000 or 300,000? Well, the mid would be 250, so I'm going to go with 200,000. 100,000 or 200,000? Well, since the mid is 150, it's going to be 200,000. This is not going to be as accurate as if I rounded to the nearest thousand. 100,000 or 200,000? The mid is 150, so it's going to be 100,000. And if I add all of those up, I get 500,000, which is darn close to 516,151. So my answer is reasonable. Please go ahead and find a partner and work on your problem set together. Good luck.